Yeah, good morning, guys. Good morning to one and all. Yeah, so guys, yesterday we were discussing about the concept of fundamental rights, and also we have discussed about the concept of directive principles, right? Now we are going to move ahead with the next topic. If you can see on the screen, we are supposed to discuss today with the fundamental duties, right? I hope you can see this, fundamental duties. So kindly take out your pen and paper and everything, because we need to understand the 10 types of fundamental duties today, and we are going to cover the chapter today also, right? So quickly start and take out your pen and pencil. Not pen and pencil, pen and paper, right? Hello. Yeah. So let's move ahead then. So we are supposed to discuss with the fundamental duties today, right? And I hope you can understand what is the meaning of fundamental duties. Now please understand, whenever you expect a right, जब आपको कोई हक चाहिए, so do not always expect that you should have a right. Look, understand my point. Rights and duties both go hand in hand. So if you expect something, like let's say in our example only, I am teaching to you, right? So I am a teacher, Tushar Pahade, you are students. Now what is your right? आपका हक क्या है? Your right is to receive the lectures, and my right is to receive the fees. But if my right is to receive fees, I have a right also, I have a duty also to give you lectures. And if you have a right to receive the lectures, you have a duty to pay fees. So what I am trying to say, Tushar Pade has some rights and has some duties. Students have some right. No one can expect that I should get only rights and I will not perform my duties. So law has prescribed something called as rights and duties. But the problem is that in our constitution, fundamental rights are enforceable. आपको करना पड़ेगा. But आपकी fundamental duties are not enforceable. Because the problem is, the main word is duties. And understand my point. What is duty? Can anyone tell me the meaning of the proper meaning of the word duty? Duty means something which comes from your heart, which you should do. Again, understand my word, which you should do. No one can force you to do the duty. Right? I told you that we are going to cover the last part today. We have to end this chapter today. So you might be aware that whatever I am teaching to you, मुझे बताओ कितने लोगों ने पढ़ा? तुषार सर क्या पढ़ाएंगे आज? वो कितने लोगों ने पढ़ के आए? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me how many people have studied this fundamental duties? Because you are aware that Tushar sir has taught this last time. So today, he taught till directive principle. So now he will start teaching from fundamental duties, right? So how many people have studied this? I can bet you no one, or maybe one or two. What I am trying to say, it is duty. You need to study from yourself. It should come from your heart. It should come from your mind. And that's the beauty of this topic, fundamental duties. Law says that rights are enforceable. अगर आपको अपना right नहीं मिलेगा, you can file a case on me. If you do not get your right, you can file a case on me. But if you do not perform your duties, I won't be sue you. I won't be able to sue you. I won't be able to file a suit on you, because duties are basically unenforceable. Unenforceable. You can't make sure that duties should be enforced, right? So if you see this, understand 51A imposes the fundamental duties on every citizen of India. Understand the word, every citizen of India. So if you get an MCQ and let's say there was a case of Bill Gates. Bill Gates came to India for some business visit or whatever. Sorry. So Bill Gates came to India for some business visit and all. And the moment he came, he came on 15th August. He came on 15th August. And 15th August, everyone knows we celebrate the Independence Day. And we were having national anthem going on. And everyone stood up. बट बिल गेट्स डिडंट गिव ऑनर, उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बिकॉज नेशनल एंथम, नेशनल फ्लैग, ये सब किसका नहीं है? बिल गेट्स का नहीं है. कैन यू फाइल अ सूट ऑन बिल गेट्स फॉर नॉट फॉलोइंग द फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी? तो आंसर इज नो, बिकॉज बिल गेट्स कौन है? हमारे कंट्री का सिटीजन नहीं है. ही इज नॉट अ सिटीजन ऑफ अवर कंट्री, राइट? सो अंडरस्टैंड दिस. सो फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज आर बेसिकली गिवन on fundamental duties are given to a citizen of country. All the people who are watching this video, they have the fundamental duties. Tushar Pade has fundamental duties. Those people who get the fundamental rights are supposed to perform the fundamental duties, right? So what are the fundamental duties? Very simple. I'll underline this thing, you will understand everything, right? First of all, abide by the constitution. Properly follow the constitution of India, right? Respects its ideals, B.R. Ambedkar, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, everything, right? Institution, national flag, national anthem, simple. And this is all abide, follow karo. So let's say in a cinema hall, national anthem is going on. In a cinema hall, national anthem is going on, and you have stand up, but you are not singing that national anthem. Can I file a suit on you? Can anyone tell me the answer quickly on the chat box? National anthem is going on. National anthem is going on. Cinema hall में या फिर anywhere, you stood up like this, but you are standing like this. You are not singing the song. You are not singing the national anthem. You are just standing like this. So can I file a suit on you? Or first of all, is it a duty? Akshay says no. Jatin says no. We can't file a suit. We should sing the national anthem. But if we don't, that's perfectly all right, sir. That's perfectly all right. How can you force someone to sing a national anthem or respect all this thing? It is just a fundamental duty, right? Very simple point. Cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle of freedom. Okay, can anyone tell me what is 23rd March famous for? Anyone can tell me why 23rd March is famous date? 23rd March. Quickly tell me. I'll tell you the logic behind this answer. This point number B. Cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. 23rd March. Someone should reply quickly. Link with point number B. Linked with point number B. Quickly. 23rd March. Do not Google it. Yes? No one? So I am very much sure that people are using Google and then they will put an answer now. Akshay, EMI. What is written by Akshay? Environment Day. Okay, Environment Day. Point number B. Read with point number B. It may be possible that Akshay has birthday on 23rd March. It doesn't relate with point number B. Yes, Shahid Divas. Shahid Divas. If you Google 23rd March, so you will understand what happened on 23rd March. 23rd March, if you Google here also, right, what is 31st March in India? For India, it's the anniversary of death of Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru. Everyone knows about these three things, right? Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru. I hope you know these people. Okay. Now these people were the very famous freedom fighter for our country's freedom. And they died in 1931. Not actually died, martyrs. Shahid ho gaye wo log, 31 mein. But then they were very instrumental for Indian independence. So these people, now why I am taking this example, many people, all the people who are watching this video are not aware about 23rd March. Can I file a suit on you? Because what is written in the point number B? What is written in the point number B? To cherish and follow the noble ideals. Cherish. People are not even aware about 23rd March. But when I said Bhagat Singh, yes sir, Bhagat Singh, I know. Rajguru, yes sir. Sukhdev, yes sir, I know. So you know You know Sukhdev, you know Rajguru, you know Bhagat Singh, but you are not aware about the main things. So actually you are not actually, in real sense, you are not cherishing and following the noble idols of our country. But can I file a suit on any other student? No, because it is a fundamental duty. Fundamental duty. Understand my point, right? Then to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Always make sure that you need to behave very politely in front of foreigners or everyone, and whenever you talk to any person abroad, outside India, you should always present that India is a best country. It is your duty. What people do, they go to US and they say, अरे इंडिया बहुत खराब है, इंडिया में कुछ होता ही नहीं है ऐसा. They speak like this. They should not. You have seen a movie Namaste London. No, हाँ Namaste London. एक मूवी आई थी बहुत पहले, अक्षय कुमार, कैटरीना कैफ, Namaste London. And that in that case, that Akshay Kumar character who belongs to a village in India, he goes to London and then in a very big party, he defines that what is India and how India is beautiful, how India is best compared to all your country. So what I'm trying to just say is that whenever you go to any place, you should portray that India is best, though India is not best. That day also I told you I have made a voice clip in front of all of you. I played a voice clip, and in that case there was a voice clip of Arjun Aved. I hope you remember that. That's point number 3. That's point number 3. Can you file a case on that person who was on Facebook? जिसने वो गलत काम किया था, क्या उस पर केस कर सकते हैं क्या? नहीं सर. क्यों नहीं कर सकते? क्योंकि that was a fundamental duty. Point number 3. What you should do? You should motivate Indian army. That Indian army, if there is a war between India and China, India will beat China easily. अगर ऐसा इंडिया के सब लोग बोलेंगे, what will happen? Indian army will boost up. But what that person was doing it, I hope you are aware about this. We have played that audio that day. So what I'm trying to just say is that people should understand this point number 3 also, right? Then point number 4, very simple. Defend the country and render national services whenever called upon to do so. What is the meaning of this line? Render national service and defend the country. When I say defend the country, it doesn't mean go to the army, go to the LOC and take the rifle and war. No. Even in Corona, there was a famous line which was going on that if you stay inside, Corona will be beaten. The only one thing is that you stay inside, and we are called as Corona warriors. Corona warriors. Doctors, in the case of Corona pandemic, doctors defending the country or not? Are doctors defending the country? Tell me, yes or no. Are the people who are the सफाई कर्मचारी जो cleanliness maintain करते हैं हमारे locality में, the people of municipal corporation, are they Corona warriors? The main people, police officers, are they Corona warriors? Yes, sir. So are like the people, whatever I have named, I took the name like police, military is okay. They are there obviously. But if I take the name of doctors, nurses, compounders, for that matter, the people of NM, municipal corporation, everything, are they Corona warriors? Yes, sir. So are they going to the LOC? Are they going to the border? Are they fighting? No. So what I am trying to say, point number 4 is very simple. Defend the country. Even if you are traveling in a bus, let's say you are traveling in a bus. Understand my point? If you are traveling in a bus, okay, and the moment you are supposed to get down from the bus, you saw suspicious bag there laying on a seat, and no one is claiming that bag. Imagine this, हाँ, आप एक बस पे ट्रैवल कर रहे हो और आप जब बस से उतर रहे थे तो वहाँ पे आपको बाजू में क्या मिला? एक बैग मिला. उस बैग का कोई ओनर नहीं है. नो वन इज ओनर ऑफ दैट बैग. So what can be the possibility? That bag can be a bomb that can explode and that can kill many of the people. So what you should do? You should call 100 immediately. You call police. They will come there. They will check the bag. It may be possible that there will nothing be in the bag. Possible है. But what if अगर bag में bomb रहा तो? So if you call a police at 100, are you doing a bravery thing? Are you defending point number 4? Are you defending the country? Tell me yes or no. Let's say in a public place, there are some people who are beating a old man, 80 years of age. Or let's say there are some people who are torturing or harassing a girl, trying to kidnap her, trying to rape her or whatever. and you or some people of your like-minded people, they go and stop those people, they go and control those people, they go and beat up those people so that the event can be controlled. Are you called as a point number 4 defending the country? Yes sir, because if the crime will be less in the country will be. So are you getting my point? But if you do not do anything, if you are standing like this, which major people do, what major people do, वो खड़े रहते ऐसे, वो कुछ नहीं करते. Can you file a case on those people? नहीं. This is national duty. This is fundamental duty. Are you getting my point? So are you getting this simple point? Nothing to teach in this. Still I am trying to explain you in detail. हालांकि बहुत simple points यहाँ पर आते हैं, ठीक है ना? Next point, promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood. Promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood. मतलब you should not create the rights between Hindu, Muslim and all. So point number 5 is that. Point number 6, very simple, value and preserve our rich heritage of our composite culture. Example is yoga. Yoga is our culture. Now what we are doing is, we are trying to go for Zumba and the foreigners are trying to use yoga. So we are very much inclined towards what? We are inclined towards Western culture and they are inclined towards Indian culture. Whereas we should preserve and enrich our composite culture. I hope you know this. Cultures. The biggest culture in the country is ours. Not country actually, world. If you go to America, everyone is Christian. Like they have one culture. But in India, you know, there are varieties of people. Even if Kerala, there are variety of people. In Maharashtra, variety of people. The Marathi of Maharashtrian belongs to Nagpur is different. The Marathi of Mumbaikar is different. Marathi of Pune is different. Telugu of Andhra Pradesh, Telugu of Hyderabad is different. Telugu of Tirupati is different. Slight change. And Tirupati, not Tirupati, the Telugu of this Warangal is different. Because everything has different culture. Bengalis have Durga Puja, they celebrate that. Maharashtrians celebrate Gudi Padwa. Bengalis celebrate Durga Puja. If someone is Gujarati, they are celebrating Navratri. So Durga Puja is also coming in Navratri. But for those people, Bengali, for those people, Durga Puja has a different value. And for Gujarati, the culture is of Garba. And Garba is not of everyone, it is of Gujarati. But what is the beauty of this our country? Everyone in the country celebrates Garba. That's the beauty of this point number 6. Preserve the rich culture, the rich heritage of our composite culture. What is composite? Mix. It's not actually, if you talk about Ganesh Puja, Ganpati, Ganesh Chaturthi, Ganpati, it belongs to which culture? If you talk about originally, in 1906 or before that also, it started by Ganpati Sthapana, Ganesh Sthapana, Ganpati, Ganesh Bhagwan, Sthapana, and after 10 days उनका विसर्जन करना. ये कंसेप्ट कहाँ शुरू हुआ सबसे पहले? किस कल्चर में? मतलब यस, वासुदेव, मराठी कल्चर, बाल गंगाधर तिलक, he started that. It was a Maharashtrian culture. But do you think that in whole India only Maharashtra में गणपति बैठते हैं? Do you think so? No. So what I am trying to just say is that the culture is very composite and we need to make sure, right? So very simple 6 point. Then very simple 7 point, protect and improve the natural environment like forest. Do not litter in the forest. If you are going to forest, do not throw plastics and all, right? Do not throw some dust in the lake, river, wildlife. Do not kill wildlife and all. Simple points, right? And to have some compassion for living creatures. Simple duties, right? Then point number H, the develop scientific temper, humanism, spirit of inquiry and reform. Simple line. To safeguard public property, very beautiful word. And to abjure violence को खत्म करे. And to safeguard public property. Now what happens in the riots and everything? जब भी कोई दंगा होता है, सबसे पहले क्या पता है, क्या चलाते हैं? बताइए. जब भी कोई इशू होता है, जब भी कोई मारा पीटी होती है, दंगे होते हैं, राइट्स होते हैं, where there are riots, सबसे पहले क्या जलाते हैं? बताइए. Anyone can tell me? To safeguard public property and abjure violence. आंसर सिंपल सा है. जब भी कोई झगड़ा होता है दो गुटों में या किसमें भी, दो कम्युनिटी में सबसे पहले व्हाट दे बर्न, सबसे पहले जलाते क्या है, मारा पिटी होती है, पुतला, ओके ठीक है। मैं बात कर रहा हूं दंगों की, बात कर रहा हूं दंगों की, मारा पिटी, ऑल दिस थिंग। Yes, Hetvi. Best answer is buses. Ilhan is also giving good answer. Public property, shops, buses, parks, right? Government buses, motor vehicle. Yes, Basudev. Good answer. Motor vehicles. Now motor vehicle belong to private person, but still they do it. Auto rickshaw. Buses is the best example. You have seen this. Trains. So this is example of this point number 9. Please do not do this. What happens in US, you have aware about this concept of Black Lives Matter. US, everyone knows about this going on, very important from last 2 months. Black Lives Matter. And what people of US who are basically black, what they are doing is, what they are doing, you know this, they are going to every shop, sab tod phod rahe. It is actually harming the country, nothing else. You need to demand, not an issue. आप डिमांड करिए अपनी पॉइंट को, बट प्लीज डू नॉट, पॉइंट नंबर I. Or whenever you go to Taj Mahal, you can see people have yes, looting shop. Yes, Ilan, good. So public property you need to safeguard. When you go to Taj Mahal, you have seen people have written on the wall, Tushar loves Pariniti, Disha Patni loves Tushar, like this. कुछ भी लिखा रहता है. Then someone goes there and Tiger goes there and Tiger removes the name of Tushar and he writes his own name. Tiger loves Disha, like this. So have you seen this? Some type of such types of funny things on the monuments, Taj Mahal, temples. You have seen this. Tushar loves this. Bunty loves bubbly. Aarti loves Ramesh. So like this, people write this, and by writing all this thing, the whole wall, the whole public monument has been destroyed. So this is all wrong. This is all wrong. This is all duty. These are duty, right? And lastly, simple line: to strive towards excellence of all spheres of India, individual and collectively make the nation rise at higher level. Simple. So these are the 10 basic points. If I quickly tell you 10 basic points, you need to remember the 10 basic points. First of all, if you remember, what is the first point? The first point was to abide by the Indian Constitution, right? The first point was abide by the Indian Constitution, national flag, national anthem, right? These are the first point. I hope you remember this simple point, right? Second point was the idols, which I told you, Bhagat Singh and all. Point number 2, they will come. Point number 3, I told you, uphold and maintain the dignity and the integrity of India. Whenever you speak in front of public, you need to always speak that, okay, India is the best country in all this thing, right? Point number 4, I told you, defend the country and defend. I told you what is the meaning of defend here, right? Point number 5, I told you, maintain the harmony, brotherhood, bhaichara, all this thing. Point number 6, rich heritage of culture. I told you, Maharashtrian, Bengali, South Indian, North Indian, we all are together. Culture, right? Then G point, I told you, environment, forest, lakes, river, all this thing you need to preserve. So I told you H, scientific temper, humanism, all this thing. Then point number 9, I told you public property. And last is all together, in totality, nation should go at higher level, right? These are some fun national duties. But again, understand this point. The problem is this line. So the duties are imposed on citizen and not upon the state. Legislation is not necessary for the implementation. The main point is these duties cannot be enforced. Cannot be enforced. You can't file a suit for these duties. So if anyone doesn't follow all of these 10 properties, you can't file a fundamental writ petition, that habeas corpus, that mandamus, that prohibition. You can't use all this thing. Can I, when I asked you what is 23rd March, no one has given the answer properly in initial time. Should I go and issue a writ against you, mandamus? Do you think that I should issue a writ from the High Court or Supreme Court against you people, that you should know 23 मार्च, नहीं सर मुझे नहीं मालूम, क्या करोगे? पीपल विल से नहीं मालूम सर, क्या कर लोगे बताओ, क्या कर लेंगे सर? कुछ नहीं कर लेंगे. We can't do anything because you are not able to remember this 23rd March. If I ask what is 30th January, what is on 2nd October, so people say sir dry day. People don't say sir Mahatma Gandhi that 2nd October को महात्मा गांधी की जयंती है. No one will say. Everyone will say only when I ask you 2nd October, people will say sir Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary. What happened in 2nd October also? Anyone tell me? One more answer. What happened on 2nd October? Sir, one is dry day. है ना? We can't have alcohol shop that day. वो दारू बंद होता है सर. Okay, one answer. And second answer, सर महात्मा गांधी का बर्थ था, उस दिन हुआ था 1869 को. 1869 को. Very good तुषार sir. You know everything. 2nd October. Anyone can tell me what happened other apart from this on this date? One is dry day, one is and it is written again in the flow chart, right? Yes, no one is giving answer. Yes, Om. Lal Bahadur Shastri. People are not aware about Lal Bahadur Shastri. It was a birth anniversary of Lal Bahadur Shastri also. But people don't know. People don't know. So should I file a suit and should I give award to Om Bhopale? No sir. I can't give award to Om also and I can't file a suit against all people. Because सर नहीं आता, नहीं करना, क्या कर लोगे? कुछ नहीं कर सकते सर, कुछ नहीं कर सकते because it is the fundamental duties, right? Anyways, let's come back to the now very simple point. Now these are something which are not to be taught actually, very simple. Citizenship. What is citizen? How to acquire the citizenship? How you become citizen? I hope you remember Adnan Sami. Adnan Sami, who was Pakistani resident, now he is an Indian citizen. How he became Indian citizen? Are you Indian citizen? Yes sir, because you are citizen by birth. Tushar Pal is citizen by birth. But Adnan Sami is not a citizen by birth. But how can you acquire the citizenship? So everyone knows, we are all are coming under which category? First category, by birth. All the people who are watching this video, we are all in the first category. 99% people in the country are like this only. Second is, either those of whose parents were born in the territory of India. Territory of India, born in territory of India. It means before independence also I am talking about. But after independence, there was a partition between India and Pakistan. Some people went to Pakistan, but they are Indian citizen. They can come back to India again, like point number 2. And third is very simple point, who has been ordinarily resident in the territory of India, very important point. Territory of India for not less than 5 years, immediately preceding the commencement, it shall be citizen of India. So whenever the Indian Citizenship Act 1955 came into picture, anyone who is staying in India from past 5 years. Now what happened, why this Act 55 came? Because around 7 to 8 years back, 1947 क्या हुआ था? आज़ादी तो हुई थी, but also what happened is partition, and that time India was separate, Pakistan was separate, and many people who belongs to India, they left to Pakistan, and many people who belongs to Pakistan, they came to India. Now logically they are Pakistani after 1947, but before independence it was not Pakistan, it was India completely. So they said we want to stay in India only, so they need to stay for 5 years. And when they have counted in 1955, that time we found out that whosoever is living in India from past 5 years, even if he is not born in India, he will be called as Indian citizen. So these are the basically 3 ways to become an Indian citizen, right? Indian citizen, like this. Then this is very simple. Parliament, everyone knows the main person of the parliament is president, who actually you never see president sitting in the parliament, right? And then we have 2 houses. Every time we say that parliament has 2 houses, right? One is called as Lok Sabha, इसको बोलते हैं हम लोग लोक, house of the people, Lok Sabha, right? And this is states, जिसको बोलते हैं हम लोग Rajya Sabha. So we have 2 houses, house of the people, Lok Sabha, and house of the state, Rajya Sabha, right? These are something which is known to you, that's why I am taking it in a little bit of fast manner, right? Then who is President of India? Simple points. How is President of India? Now today we have a president called as Ramnath Kovind. Last time it was Pranab Mukherjee. Before that it was Pratibha Patil. Before that Abdul Kalam. So if you say, sir, how any person becomes president of the country? Is it an election going on? Do you vote for presidency? Have you ever voted for presidency? You never voted. Then how the president has been elected? Simple answer. President has been elected by the members of an electoral college consisting of elected members of both House of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and the elected members of Legislative Assembly. So in short, MP and MLA, these people vote, and when they vote, they have been chosen as a president. Are you getting my point? You as a citizen, you never choose, you choose MP, you choose MLA. Whenever there is an election, there are elections in your state. I hope many people have not voted because all people have just become above 18, or maybe one or two people is supposed to become 18 plus. Many people are minor also, and some people will become major in couple of months maybe, और कुछ लोग तो अभी भी बने होंगे 18 साल के ऊपर, और अभी 18-19 साल के होंगे मे बी, मेजर लोग, doesn't matter. Whenever you vote, you will vote two times. One is on MLA, one is on MP. Sir, MLA MP, MP is the national election, general elections. अभी 2019 में हुआ, 2019 में हुआ, अब 2024 में होगा. When you vote for the country, and one is state, and that varies. That varies. Rajasthan state has different election dates. MP has different election dates. Maharashtra has done last year only. महाराष्ट्र का लास्ट ईयर हुआ था. सबका अलग अलग होता है, ठीक है. एमएलएस अलग होता है, तो वो डिसाइड करेंगे कि कौन बनेगा प्रेसिडेंट, राइट. सो लाइक दिस. देन व्हाट इज द पावर ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट? वेरी सिंपल पॉइंट. प्रेसिडेंट पावर इज गिवन इन द आर्टिकल नंबर 53, राइट. देयर आर सम लिस्ट ऑफ द पावर्स विच आर प्रेसिडेंट पावर एंड विच इज वेरी रेयरेस्ट. आप देखोगे तो हाँ, बट टॉप पावर होती है. दैट्स व्हाई आई आस्क्ड यू दैट डे इन इंडिया हु इज मेन पर्सन, प्राइम मिनिस्टर और प्रेसिडेंट. So if you see the position, toppest person is president, but with power, all the purpose, general purpose for which country is ruled is given to prime minister. President has some basic powers, like first is called as administrative power, like execution of the laws and administration of the department of government, right. Military power to command to the armed forces and conduct of war. If India and China is to enter into war, the president should give a declaration that war shuru ho. War has been declared like this, right. Legislative power, that is summoning prorogation, right. Prorogation का मतलब होता है अध्यादेश पास करना, right. And the fourth is judicial power, which everyone knows. This has been seen everywhere. What happens in the rape case of Nirbhaya? The people, the 4 criminals. So 4 क्यों? There were total 6. One committed suicide. बचे 5. उसमें से one was minor, so he was given to juvenile court, the court which takes care of minor. Now rest कितने बचे? 4, and they have been filed in a session court, lower court, then it went to high court, then the judgment came from Supreme Court, and the last is they went for pardon. And same happened with Kasab also. Kasab also went to president so to give the pardon. माफ कर दो सर, गलती हो गई. And it may be possible that president say ठीक है माफ किया. एंड प्रेसिडेंट माफ करता है तो हो सकता है, बट अगर प्रेसिडेंट ने माफ किसको किया, कसाब को या 4 रेपिस्ट को, तो उसको कंट्री माफ नहीं करेगी. रास्ते में कभी मिलेगा तो धो डालेंगे उसको. अब मुझे बता प्रेसिडेंट है कौन? हु इज प्रणब मुखर्जी राइट नाउ? कुछ भी नहीं. यू हैव अ पावर टिल यू आर प्रेसिडेंट. रामनाथ कोविंद कौन है भाई? कौन है? सब प्रेसिडेंट इंडिया का. अरे ठीक है ना, एक समय के बाद तो खत्म हो जाएगा, तब देंगी पब्लिक उसको. इसलिए प्रेसिडेंट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पोस्ट. ही कैन नॉट से अच्छा माफी मांगना है तो माफी दे दिया, माफी नहीं दे सकते. प्रेसिडेंट नॉर्मली हैज टू गिव अ वेरी सेंसिबल डिसीजन इफ ही वांट टू गिव समवन पार्डन, राइट. रिप्रीव करना किसको सर? द पर्सन हु हैज कमिटेड कॉन्विक्ट ऑफ अ क्राइम. तो आई टोल्ड यू द एग्जांपल ऑफ कसाब या फिर दिस पीपल, राइट. इफ यू इवन गूगल इट, you understand this Kasab pardon president. If I just write these 3 words also, आप समझ जाएंगे. This one, if you can remember this, it was an old story now. Ajmal Kasab writes in Hindi to seek mercy from president. So he write everything. Now no need to read the news and all. But then when the Supreme Court also said that Kasab will be given what? Death sentence. That time the Kasab has the last option what? To apply to the president. And same goes to Nirvaya rapist जो थे वो भी थे. Every person. Where Supreme Court is done with the judgment, it will go to the president. Last point, right? This is the president power which I told you. Now this is a very important point. Article 123. 123 is called as promulgate ordinance. Right? Power to promulgate ordinance. What is ordinance? इसका मतलब होता है अध्यादेश. Ordinance. ठीक है? Ordinance. If I show you, see, now one has to study Companies Act, Companies Ordinance, like this one. There was a Companies Ordinance. If you see this date, you will understand it was the Companies Second Amendment Ordinance 2019. So what happened is, in this time, this ordinance was passed in Feb 2021, Feb 21, 2019 and withdrawn on July 26. So what happened is, in Feb 2019, there was no houses going on. So please understand my point very carefully. Let's say there are two houses, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Achha, do you think that Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha is working? Now today also if you see, have you seen that when the Lok Sabha will assemble now? They will assemble in August. Lok Sabha अभी August में मिलेगा, राज्य सभा अगस्त में मिलेगा. नाउ आज अगर कोई लॉ पास करना है, जुलाई में लॉ पास करना है, एक्ट पास करना है. नाउ एक्ट कैसे पास होता है? आई हैव टॉट यू इन द डे वन आल्सो हाउ टू पास एन एक्ट. देयर वुड बी bill will go to the parliament. There are two houses. This will pass, but the houses are absent right now and they will come in the August now. So how to pass a law then? In that case, president has the power to pass the ordinance. Understand? Promulgate order. Article 123 defines that president shall have the power to legislate by ordinances at any time when it is not possible to have a parliamentary enactment on the subject, when there is a no parliamentary enactment. So when the parliament will assemble, so they will assemble in, let's say, August or September or directly in winter session in December. Till that time, we have 5 to 6 months for December, let's say. So should we wait for the law? No, sir. If there is an urgency of the law, if there is something which is immediate and law has to make immediately, then there is a special feature given to the Indian president. So that is the concept of this. This was all about parliament and this president. Then we have Rajya Sabha, called as Council of States. So how many people are there in the Council of States? Simple. The Council of States shall consist of 12 members to be nominated by president and not more than 238 representatives of the state and the union territories. Representative of state. Why? Because if any law has been passed in the parliament also, they will be implicable to the state also. So that's why we need to have the people belonging to the state. You can say that these are the state representatives. You can say that these are the state representatives who will represent the state and who will represent the state. They will not work for the state. Understand my point? Very simple. If I make you a diagram, you will understand my point. Parliament, we have how many houses? Two houses. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now सुनना अच्छे से, बहुत अच्छे ध्यान सुनना. राज्य सभा. And then we have MLAs, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं assembly, where we have MLAs. These are called as MPs, member of parliament, MLAs. Now understand my point. Let's say there is a Maharashtra government. So there are some MLAs in the Maharashtra. Yes sir, around we have in Maharashtra 288 MLAs. Okay sir, in Maharashtra MLAs, right? If I show you, see, 2019 Maharashtra election was held on October 29, 19 to elect how many members? 288 members of State Legislative Assembly. 288 members, right? So in Maharashtra we have 288 MLAs. Okay, but sir, understand my point. Now all these people who are 288 MLAs, they will work for Maharashtra state. Understand my point? Maharashtra state, महाराष्ट्र के बेटरमेंट के लिए, डेवलपमेंट के लिए, these people will work for Maharashtra state government. But there are some people who will sit here, and these are also from state government. They are also from state, but they are represented from Maharashtra, but they are sitting in the parliament. Why, sir? So that they can put their points of Maharashtra in the parliament. Are you getting my point? What I am trying to say? These people are really working in the ground level, and these people are, you can say, representative of the state, and they are sitting in the parliament. So whenever the law is been passed in the parliament, जब भी पार्लियामेंट में कोई लॉ पास होता है, ये लोग जो होंगे कितने सर, 238 लोग बताए मैंने आपको सर, आपने 288 बताए, अरे नहीं 288 महाराष्ट्र के थे. हाउ मेनी पीपल विल बी इन द राज्यसभा? 238, एंड दैट इज नॉट फ्रॉम महाराष्ट्र. फ्रॉम महाराष्ट्र लेट्स से 15-20, राइट, फ्रॉम पंजाब, फ्रॉम गुजरात, ऐसा करते करते फ्रॉम द होल 30 स्टेट्स एंड यूनियन 7 to 8 यूनियन टेरिटरीज, इन सबका मिला करके 238 लोग वहां पे रहेंगे. So let's say महाराष्ट्र का, you can say 20 people are there, and they will decide and they will pass for the betterment of Maharashtra. Similarly, the other 20 people will think from the part of Gujarat, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, and so on. So there are multiple states in our country, multiple union territories in our country, and all people will take care of that. So that is how the law has been passed, right? Chalo, let's come back to the topic then. So this is called as Council of State. And again understand, there are 238 members, but what they do, understand this. The allocation of seats of Council of States are filled by representative of the states. They will send from the states, and right, and union territories in accordance with the provision on behalf in the 4th schedule of the Constitution, right? And they are nominated. They are nominated by the people. And then we have MPs, Lok Sabha, like Lok Sabha. And this is not direct election, which is called as general election, जिसमें आप लोग वोट करते हो. Basudev says कि sir, I have voted. Like I guess he is 21, so he have voted. Maybe many other people will vote in next term. Now the earliest election is on 2014. Why am I saying earliest? Because till now it seems that everything will happen perfectly. But let's say 50-60 BJP ministers shift to Congress or maybe Aam Aadmi Party, then it may be possible that BJP government will go into minority. Now how elections and all has been done, I hope you remember this, right? We have around 552. The maximum strength of houses envisaged by the Constitution is 552. So if I tell you the breakup also of this election, general election 2019, where is 19? This one. If you want to see the results, what is the result? See, BJP got around 303 seats. BJP got 303 seats, right? Rahul Gandhi, that is UPA, Indian National Congress, they got around 52 seats. Like DMK got 23 seats and so on. ऐसे तो यहाँ पे बहुत सारी लिस्ट होगी चाहिए, ठीक है ना? 22 seats, ऐसे करते करते सबके पास seats है. Everyone got multiple seats, and this is how the total, like see, maximum is 545. Total is 552, out of which 545 पे election हुआ. And this is what the orange color, if you can see, is of all BJP, right? The orange color is BJP, and then other people, Congress and all, multiple people are sitting on the opposition. But the majority, out of 545, if you do half, it will be coming to around 270. But more than 270, we have around 300 people, which is with BJP, the top BJP, 303. So this is how the election has been done, and the results are basically on. Right guys, so this is something about that. Lastly, Council of Ministers, I told you everything has a council. I told you again, council, the top person, the council will be led by Prime Minister. It is again said by the Indian Constitution that the top person who will be leading is Prime Minister, and there will be Council of Minister. I hope anyone can tell me Ministry of Council. So Ministry of Rail, Ministry of Health Affairs, you know, आजकल MHA, Ministry of Finance, and our Ministry of Corporate Affairs, because we need to become a company secretary. So company law has been covered by Ministry of Corporate Affairs, right? Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Health Affairs, Ministry of Railway. I hope, who is Ministry of Railway? Who is Minister of Railway? Ministry of Finance, everyone knows, Nirmala Sitharaman. Ministry of Railway, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. These are all called as Cabinet Ministry, Council of Ministers, right? Yes, Piyush Goyal. That's it. And that is Legislature of State, MLAs, Member of Legislative Assemblies, Member of Legislative Assemblies. Every state has legislature, and the main person of the state is governor. The main person of the country is president, and the main person of the state is governor. Governor, right? So this is the list given, highest legislative council, like Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, all these things. So these are the same answers which we have covered, and the toppest person is governor of state. The toppest person of the state is governor, right? So this is how is given, and the same power of ordinance is given to governor as 213. 213. I hope I told you 123 of the president. Where is the president? This one. Power to promulgate ordinance 123. 123 is with president. Article 123 213. It is with president. It is with governor. So he will make which law? He will make the law for union, for the whole country. And let's say houses are not available, then governor will pass a law for state matter. If there is a law to be passed in Maharashtra state and assembly is not working, so who will pass the law? Sir, governor. If the houses are not present, then who will make the law? Sir, president. Are you getting my point? समझ में आ रहा है आपको क्या बोला मैंने? ठीक है, तो this is what is the meaning of this thing. जो भी हमने cover किया. Right guys, so this was all enough for this chapter, right? So we have covered all the chapters perfectly. That's it, nothing else. And then we have the list of courts. List of courts I have taught you earlier also. List of court, the toppest court is in our country is what? Which court? Supreme Court. I know this. I hope you know this about the toppest court is also called as Supreme Court, right? Supreme Court. The toppest court is Supreme Court, then the High Court and the subordinate courts. So if I tell you the list, the highest court in the country is High Court, right? Sorry, Supreme Court. Supreme Court नीचे कौन आता है? We have the High Courts. After Supreme Court, we have a concept of High Court. After High Court, we have a district courts, which are made of two types of courts: civil court, criminal court. Let's see, if I took fees from you, if I took a fees from you, and if I'm not teaching you, it will come under which court? Civil or criminal? Tell me. मैंने आपसे फीस लिया. Do you think हमारा केस जाएगा सुप्रीम कोर्ट में? नहीं सर. हाई कोर्ट में जाएगा? नहीं सर. Our case will not go to the High Court or Supreme Court. If I taken fees from you and if I am not teaching you, our case will go to which court? Jatin Ahuja, please do not reply. Civil court. Yes, it's a civil suit. It's a breach of contract. Tushar sir took the fees from you and not teaching. It's a breach of contract. It's a civil case, civil suit, and the case will go to civil court like this. And if I try to go for a murder, extortion, kidnapping, blackmailing, all this thing will go to criminal suit, right? Perfect. So this is how you need to revise it yourself only. Simple thing. I have covered everything. If you have any doubts on this, you can definitely ask me. But then I thought that I have taught you this from last 2-3 times also. So Supreme Court, and they have a ordinance making power also. We have discussed also writs. I hope you remember Article 32, 226. 32 will go to the Supreme Court, 226 will go to the High Court, and they have a power to issue the fundamental rights, not duties. Right. So we have subordinate court, which we have civil courts, we have criminal court, like this, and then we have magistrate, first class, second class. First class magistrate, second class magistrate, right. That's it. And then this part we have covered already, writs. So we have covered this earlier also, so we will need to skip this. Perfect. So this was all about our Indian Constitution subject. So we have done with this, nothing else is left in this topic now. So we have done with this. There are some MCQs which are given, right. Like total number of ministers, I told you right now, 15% of ministers, right. Which is not a writ. Now you can give me the answer of this. Which is not a writ. I hope you remember how many writs are there. Habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari, and quo warranto. So this is writ, this is writ, this is writ. Warrant is not a writ. So you will understand this, right. Legislative Council, Telangana, because we have recently seen this. So there was a list of Legislative Council, this one. So this is how we have covered the whole chapter, and also I have made 50 MCQs for you people for this chapter, right. So we will start covering that also, and I'll give you the list also for this chapters, right. And tomorrow we'll start with the Companies Law. Companies Act we will start, Companies Act 2013. We will start with the Companies Act 2013, right. So from the same content we will cover, one is Company Secretaries Registration, which is very simple. If I show you the example of this, 1 minute. This one is very simple. Company Secretaries Legislation, only for 4 to 5 pages. Okay. What is ICSI, vision, mission? I will teach this at the last. And before this I want you to become expert on this. I want you to revise it. Why? Because you are supposed to become a company secretary. तो शायद सर पढ़ाएंगे, मना नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं आपको लास्ट में पढ़ाऊंगा, गारंटी देता हूँ. But I want you to become an expert in this, because you need to understand your ICSI, because you are in EET now. Next year you will go to executive, professional, and then very soon within 2 to 3 years you will become CS. So when we want to become CS, you need to understand what is our mission, vision, mission, and motto. This is our motto: speak the truth, abide by the law. In Sanskrit we use the word Satyam Vada Dharmam Charo. आपने देखा होगा, Satyam Vada Dharmam Charo. Speak the truth, abide by the law. You can see it in our website only. So that for this, nothing to do. You just go to our website of icsi.edu, nothing else. If you just go to our website also, icsi.edu, you can see everything, right. If I should open here, 1 minute. Okay, net is not working, I guess. So anyways, if you open this, right, you can see here what is our vision in the top of the website. Vision, then our motto: speak the truth, abide by the law. In Sanskrit we use the word Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. Speak the truth, Satya bolo, and law ko follow karo, abide by the law, right. So these are our mottos. This is on this thing. What is our ICSI? What is about ICSI? Profile, right. This thing, everything, members. Now if I show you something, you will be happy to see this, right. WRC, our regional council. We have a regional council also everywhere. If you see some names and photos, you will be happy to see something like, so he is a chairman, vice chairman, secretary, treasurer, and there are some members, and then you will see a young face here, right. So you can be proud of Rishikesh Vagh, Shilpa Dikshit, and all are members of this council, right, of the student. So this is how we have the council, the central council, the regional council, and the lower council, like this. If I talk about in our government like this, so central government, state government, and local government. Similarly in ICSI also we have 3 levels: the central council, the regional council, and the lower council, that is the chapter level, right. So this is how we people work here in this thing, right? Anyways, and this is the list of complete people. I have shown you about this person also, right? And then lastly, if you see Ashish Garg also, who is our ICSI president, right? So this is how you need to understand the people are there. So these are all the council who are working for the betterment of the members and the students, right? So anyways, so what I'm trying to say, rather than teaching all this thing, you go and just read it. I can teach you easily पढ़ा दूंगा मैं आपको, but you go and read it, integrity, ethics, all this thing. What is ICSI all about? So I'm giving you task, all this thing, only 5 pages, that's it. This is the chapter and that's it. The chapter has been ended now. Last page is this. Chapter has been ended, and then tomorrow we'll start with the elements of company law. Tomorrow we'll start with the company laws part basically, right? So we'll start this from tomorrow. So we'll end video right now and see you soon tomorrow, right guys? Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye. Love you guys. And कल हम लोग मिलेंगे morning again 8 o'clock, right? We'll start with the Companies Act 2013, and before that I will give you today the MCQs of this Indian Constitution, right guys? Chalo, bye bye, take care, see you, bye.